Your automation is running, and you still check every result. The agent sends the message, but you reread it before anyone important sees it. The workflow sorts the request, but you open the queue to make sure the strange one did not disappear. The template saves 10 minutes, then creates 30 minutes of correction when the situation changes. You build a shortcut, now you supervise it like an unreliable employee. That is not always a tool problem. Sometimes you automated the task before you understood the decision inside it. The machine is moving faster. The confusion is moving with it. You know how this begins. One recurring task becomes annoying. You have done it enough to resent it, but not carefully enough to explain it. So you reach for an agent, a rule, a template, a scheduled flow. You connect the inputs, add conditions. Watch one clean test pass. It feels like progress because the work now has boxes, arrows, and a button. The clean test may be correct. It still cannot cover a decision you never identified. Then a real case arrives with missing context. The customer means something different. The file uses a new format. The request looks ordinary but carries one exception you usually catch without thinking. The automation chooses anyway. So you add another rule, then another. Soon the system contains decisions you cannot explain, created in response to cases you barely remember. You wanted to remove repetitive effort. Instead, you built a second job, watching the shortcut, repairing its assumptions, and wondering which result you failed to inspect. Automation does not only transfer effort, it can transfer judgment. When the judgment is clear, that is useful. A stable step can happen consistently while you keep attention for work that genuinely needs you. But when the judgment is still hidden, the system does not remove the ambiguity. It turns one unnamed assumption into a repeatable default. The dangerous part is the speed. A manual mistake may stop with one case. An automated mistake can keep moving while every screen looks calm. Over time, you get farther from the work. You remember which condition to patch, but not why the condition exists. You learn to respond to warnings without understanding the decision that produced them. And because you check almost everything, you receive neither the freedom of automation nor the clarity of doing the work yourself. The shortcut becomes expensive before it becomes obviously broken. AI makes sophisticated-looking automation cheap. You can describe a workflow in ordinary language and receive code, rules, agents, and integrations before lunch. That is real leverage. It is also why complexity can arrive before clarity. An impressive system is not evidence that the task has been defined. AI can help list steps, suggest exceptions, create test cases, and build the stable part. But it cannot decide what you never made explicit, what starts the work, where context changes the answer, what must stop the flow, and what proves the result is correct. Those are not technical details, they are ownership. The useful person in an automated system is not the one who keeps every step manual. It is the one who knows which effort can be transferred, which judgment must remain visible, and how to catch a wrong result before speed multiplies it. Tomorrow, choose one task you are tempted to automate. Do not build the workflow yet. Complete one real instance and create a trace before transfer. Write 4 lines. Trigger: what event actually starts this task and what inputs must exist. Judgment: where does context change what a competent person would do? Exception: what condition must stop, divert, or return the task to you? Proof: what visible check shows the result is correct? Now look at the trace. Transfer one step only if it is stable, reversible, and verifiable. Let a rule rename the file, copy the approved data, schedule the known reminder, or draft the standard part. Keep the unresolved judgment and the exception path manual. If the automation meets a case your trace cannot explain, pause that path. Handle the instance yourself. Find the decision you missed before you add another permanent rule. Do not patch the warning just to make the system look clean. This is not a command to stay manual forever. It is a refusal to automate confusion. The identity shift is simple. Stop measuring progress by how many steps the machine performs. Measure it by whether you can explain what was transferred, what remains your responsibility, and how a wrong result returns safely to judgment. Anyone, can build a faster flow now. Discipline is knowing what should never move faster than your understanding.